eating healthy, I'm drinking coffee, but I want a brownie. Hello guys. Today we're making another recipe from Claire Saffitz's, aka my mom, my goddess, my everything. Her cookbook, dessert person. We're making brownies. There's some days where you need brownies, and today is one of those days. What days are not brownie days? This recipe is supposed to be easy. From what I read and what I saw from Claire. Can you not? I'm talking. From what I saw in Claire's video and what I read here, it doesn't seem that simple. I think this series on my channel where I make every one of Claire's recipes is just gonna show how easy or not it is for someone impatient, also stupid, to make her recipe. So, you gotta bloom the cocoa. What that means is just, you're gonna activate it. You're gonna put the cocoa with some water, some hot water. Do you know what I mean? Beautiful. Beautiful. Stop. Now we mix. Do you see? Can you see it? Okay, that's enough. In goes the butter and the oil. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now we're gonna do this where we have a pot with water, like one inch of butter. No, water. And then we put our mixture, and then we add the dark-ish chocolate. And we're gonna melt it. We're gonna melt it. Do you know what I mean? I fucked it up. It's fine. Okay, so later in the recipe, you have to put milk chocolate, and that's just what I did here in the first step. So now there's no going back. So we're gonna need to melt both chocolates, and it's probably gonna ruin everything. But I told you, this is what my channel is for. It's fine, it's gonna be fine. It's just chocolate, it's gonna be fine. I'm just gonna whisk and hope for the better. That's all we do here. You know what? I think we're fine. Tastes incredible. Literally incredible, love. Baking brownies is not that easy. Most recipes are wordy and dry, but with dessert person, you're okay. Grammarly. Now, what do I do? Tell me, woman, what do I do now? In goes all the sugars. That's a lot of sugars. I'm realizing that this is actually a very easy recipe. Like, we're almost done. The hardest thing is like the time that it takes for the brownies to cool off, which we'll see about that. Because who can take brownies out of the oven and not eat them? Especially wait for an hour? That is dark-sided. That is not okay. While I whisk this, I have a lot of things to say. I want to say thank you to everyone who's been subscribing, and I want to say thank you to the people that have been sending me messages and comments on Reddit, because people on Reddit have been so nice and kind and supportive. And honestly, I don't know if you guys are being just kind or enabling, because the comments are like, this was so chaotic, but that's Hugo. That's why it's entertaining to watch. I can't tell if that's kind or enabling, and honestly, I'm okay with both. Sometimes we go off the rails, but it's always nice to have some motivation to go off the rails. Another thing, we're close to 500 subscribers, and I know I said that when we hit 1,000, I'm gonna give away a car, and I am gonna give away a car. Anyways, I just wanted to say thank you for the support and for subscribing. You guys are literally the nicest people alive. Now it's time for the flour. Let's add the flour. And we gotta whisk vigorously. Oops. Oh, I'm not gonna make this chaotic. I'm not gonna make this part chaotic. This is the last part, and I'm not gonna ruin it at the last part because I ruined it at the first. Because this shouldn't be the last part of the recipe. After this, we should add the milk chocolate. But I added that accidentally at the beginning. So we're just gonna whisk vigorously to work out the gluten. Do you know what I mean? What if we work out the gluten while we work out the glutes? One squat. One more. Look at this. Look at this. Whoa. Kind of lumpy. I thought it was gonna be smoother. The way that I'm killing it today. Come with me into the oven. Okay, whatever we're baking is in the oven. You know what that means. It's time to go off the rails. Can I just say, first of all, I don't think people are like doing this enough, and I really need everyone to do this. Can we like all live, laugh, love brownies? I think that's the reason why the world is like collapsing, is because we're not live, laugh, loving brownies. Like if we all just gave hands and live, laugh, love brownies, like the brownies would probably get smushed in our hands But have you ever eaten a cake that you smushed and just stuff your face with it? I'm going back to like some dark episodes where I have done that myself. And that's how I know that it is incredible. It's an incredible experience. We're gonna do it when it comes out of the oven. And I think if we all live, laugh, love, I think if we all lived, laughed, laughed, and loved brownies, the world would be a better place. And if we give hands, whatever I said, it would be good for the world. If everyone lived, laughed, loved brownies, it would be like the we are the world, we are the children, but with brownies. And the world would be a better place. And that's it for Off the Rails. You know something? I'm not done actually. Can we share coping mechanisms? Like, can you guys tell me in the comments what your coping mechanisms are? Because my coping mechanism is draining my bank account on books. I love having books that I can look at and appreciate and touch and smell. But whenever I'm having a really bad day, I get this rush and I drain my bank account. Like all my money flushed away. A DreamWorks original. And it makes me so happy, but I kind of feel bad about it because obviously I need my money. But actually, while we're in the topic of books, I thought this. Let me tell you what I did today. I could just turn the camera off, but my brain is like, entertain them, monkey, entertain them. So I'm gonna tell you what I did today. I woke up at 9 a.m. I made myself a nice toast with tofu and vegan chorizo and vegan cheese, and it was incredible. And you know what I did afterwards? It's quarantine, so I went back to bed. And you know what I did for the next 2 hours? I spent 2 hours like this in my bed, talking to myself. I think I went to like a bunch of talk shows and I was talking about all my projects. I think there was like a therapy session. I don't know if I was the therapist or the therapy, but that's besides the point. In that conversation, I had the brilliant thought. I love reading. I do spend a lot of my time and energy and money reading in books. What if at the end of, not every video, but like once a month, I recommend a book or an author? It's gonna be like at the end of my video, I'm gonna be like, all my literature nerds, read this. Would you guys want that?
And that's the end of Off the Rails.
I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. Losing my mind. Ooh. The brownies are done, baby. Spasm. I'm gonna take it to the fridge. Claire does that in the video, and it makes sense because it's really. Look at this. It's very hot. This is very hot commodity. Onto the fridge we go. The brownies have cooled off. Here they are in all they cooled off beauty. Look at this, beautiful. They smell great too. They're not really cooled off. You know me, I'm not patient. But I waited a little bit. They're not burning hot either. Like I promised, I'm gonna take some out of my hand because I'm a man of my word. Just a little bit. Just wanna try it out. It looks beautiful. Beautiful. Is this what people do so you can see better? No, you don't understand. You don't understand. Am I even in the frame? Wait. You don't understand how good these are. No. There's different textures, and I know that if I hadn't melted the milk chocolate like a dumbass at the beginning, there would be even more textures. But the flavor. These are the best brownies I've had in my entire life, and I made them myself. I'm gonna need to cut these and send them away because otherwise I'm gonna eat this whole thing. Easily. No, this is over. The video's over. Ooh, and the salt is perfect.
I have the mind of a mastermind. What's that? I don't know, but you know, I'm so creative like that.
I'm gonna live, laugh, love these brownies right now and for a good while. And you know what else I live, laugh, love? I live, laugh, love you. Let's hold hands and live, laugh, love some brownies. Hopefully you make these because they are worth it. Worth it, I say. Okay, that's it for this week. I As promised, time for recommendations, baby. I think I'm gonna recommend a book a month, and the first one is for the month of March. I know it's not March yet, but you get the point. And that book is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I think there's a very high chance that some of you guys have read this book already, but we could reread it. I'm gonna reread it because I read this book when I was like 14 or 15. I was going through a very hard period in my life, very dark mentally, just darkness, a lot of unresolved issues. But I read this book when I needed it most, and the characters, the incredible quotes that just hit you and leave you like, oh, my life is not going to be the same now that I've read this, and I'm going to need to rethink everything that I do according to these quotes. Quotes like the iconic, we accept the love we think we deserve, and there's so many others. It's a beautiful book. And when it comes to music, I'm going to recommend an album, The Party by Andy Scholf. I don't know, I'm still doing a fucking British accent, but this album is really cool. I actually found out about it very recently, but it's got incredible chill vibes. Really good songwriting and storytelling. The vibes are cozy, they're warm. That's all I have to recommend for now. I'll speak to you nerds again in a month. Bye, love you, enjoy it.